oils, face oils, whatever you want to call them, you should be using them. Hi, I'm Jennifer Scott and welcome back to my channel, J Scott Beauty. If you saw my unboxing last week, I had just one item that I had been waiting for with such anticipation because it took me close to 2 months to get it. Well, it was this little jammer, the La Prunier Plum Beauty Oil. It took a long time to get it. I am so glad I have it. I've been using it for a week now, and I want to tell you what my thoughts were on it. But then I thought, you know what? I have other beauty oils too, and I think it's important that you understand, or at least know, why I have them, what I'm using them for, and maybe you might want to try some. So if this sounds like something you might want to watch, hit the thumbs up button and stick with me. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been using beauty oils, face oils for quite some time. I've used lots of different brands. I think for me, it all began probably with Josie Maran's Argan Oil like 10 years ago. She was the one who really kind of mainstream popularized the idea of putting oil on your face. Now, don't get me wrong. It's been used for centuries before that, but for a while, you know, probably with at least in my lifespan, putting oil on your face, oh my God, that's going to clog my pores. It's going to make me break out. I'm not going to do that. Well, we now know that's not true. As a matter of fact, in a lot of other, parts of the world, using oil on your face is an anti-aging secret, and it's what has kept, well, Asian communities, for example, they have used oil in their skin for centuries, and I'm not going to argue with them because as a whole, that is a population with some beautiful skin. I digress. Back to me. Well, like I said, I started out using the Josie Maran Argan Oil, and then I branched out from there. I've tried tons. I've tried some from my esthetician. I've tried some from Sephora. I've gotten them from everywhere. I think I even got one from an infomercial once. I mean, this girl likes her oils and is willing to try just about anything. And of course, you all know I'm an enormous fan of Notorium. I'm now an affiliate, so there will be links in the bottom if you want to support my channel. You don't have to though. But anyway, I've been using these products since before I was an affiliate because I was so impressed, not only by the quality and the standards, but also the price points. Like, you can spend a lot of money on beauty oils, case in point, and sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not. So I'm going to start off with the two Notorium ones, tell you why I use them, what the benefits are. So first off is their virgin marula oil. The reason I got this was actually because I have the Drunk Elephant, what's it called? The Baby Sakuri facial. And that actually comes with a miniature marula oil because it's like a heavy duty AHA, BHA mask. And after using it, you put on the marula oil to kind of like soothe and restore any of the damage or irritation that you've just done to the skin. And I was like, that works amazing using marula oil after something that might be an irritating treatment. And of course, I went through that tiny little sample that they had. I mean, it was a tiny little sample. So I went through that relatively quickly and I needed a new one. And luckily, Notorium had launched and they had a full-size marula oil for a fantastic price. So this virgin marula oil is $16 for 1 ounce. You cannot beat that for price, but for quality either. I love this so much. So here's what Notorium says virgin marula oil is good for. It's deeply moisturizing and hydrating, strengthens the skin barrier, helps to prevent breakdown of collagen and elastin, it smooths texture, soothes the redness, and it's best for mature skin and dry skin, and it is deeply nourishing. Yes to all those things. So for me, I have a lot of those categories. So I want moisturizing and I want hydrating because, well, it's wintertime now and I'm losing hydration and moisture. I'm packing it on every chance I get, morning and night, but I still want products that are really going to work hard to keep those, moisture and hydrating elements still in my skin. But on top of that, I also need something that is going to be restorative because I do use AHAs, BHAs. Sometimes I can go a bit overboard. And this is it's like a Band-Aid for your face. It just soothes and calms down whatever you've done to it. So I use it kind of like preemptively. I don't wait for the redness and irritation normally. So like if I'm using my tretinoin, I'm going to have redness, irritation, flaking. It's just how it is. So I use the tretinoin at night, and then in the morning when I'm doing my skincare, this is my second to last step. I put this on and then I put like a thick moisturizer on over top. It just soothes, like, because you can feel, I don't want to say it's painful, but you can tell that, you know, you've done some stuff to your skin, and this just soothes, it calms, it restores. And by the end of the day, I look back to normal again. I'm not, you know, pink. I'm not looking sensitive or like I've done something to myself. So for me, this little $16 bottle of Wonder is always in my collection. I'm never going to be without it, because even though I'm not always using my tretinoin, sometimes I do other things that aren't entirely beneficial because I go overboard and I test lots of products. So having something like this that is going to not only hydrate, moisturize, soothe, you know, keep my skin from looking dry, give me a little glow, it's also going to repair whatever I screw up. And then there's this little jammer, the 100% Squalane face oil. This has become one of my favorite things. Now here again, this from Notorium is $16 for 1 ounce. I also use Squalane products from Biossance. I think they have a fantastic range of Squalane products. They're a lot pricier, but they're definitely worth it. So I do keep both in my collection. Now this one here, oh, this is my everyday use. I put it on every day towards the end of my skincare routine, from my neck all the way down. I want to be moisturized. I want my skin to be supple. I want it to be glowy, but I also want it to get the nourishing, get the things that it doesn't produce anymore. So as I've mentioned before in previous videos, squalene is something that our body produces naturally. However, as we get older, so having squalane, which is bioidentical and biomimics what our skin does naturally, having something like that that I can put on daily is so important for me, because as you know, I am working so hard to slow down the aging process. And for me, there's a lot of it to be seen, especially in this area. And this is what's great. So in addition to moisturizing, which it does amazingly, and gives me a beautiful glow that lasts all day long, it's also an antioxidant, which means it's going to fight the free radicals that are attacking our skin all day long. So free radicals are the UV rays and the pollution that's in the environment that's just attacking our skin and, you know, kind of breaking down the barrier and doing damage at a deeper level. And squalane and other antioxidants are great at fending that off. So if you are oily or have acne prone skin, then squalane is going to be great for you, because it actually mimics the structure of the skin's own sebum. So it is actually going to help with any oiliness issues that you're having, and it's going to help with any dryness that you may also having. So it's also great for people who have psoriasis and eczema. Now listen, it's not a cure, but it is a definite help. And for me, I use the squalane the same way as I use the marula. It is my second to last step. So I put that on after I've done any of my serums. I let that soak in. And actually, I use almost a whole dropper for my neck and décolleté. I just spread it all over. I just love it. And then I go in with some sort of like heavy occlusive cream, sometimes like that pharmacy halo cream that I've shown you before. I just love getting the moisture and hydration in there and then locking it in so that I don't get dry, flaky, kind of that creasy, aging looking skin that I'm really trying to stay away from. So far, so good. Now listen, I had been enjoying those 2 oils very happily. I was fine. I wasn't really looking for any new oil. And then Chrissy Teigen had herself an Insta story, and I was like, take all my money. I saw the La Prunier and I needed to have it. As you know, it took me almost 2 months to get it, and I've had it for a week, and I've used it every night for a week. I have used it twice during the day because I wanted to see, you know, how my skin was with it during the day. I love it. Now, here's the thing. This is 1 ounce, and this is 1 ounce. This is $16. This is $70. It's a lot of flipping money. Now, it's made of one thing. It's made of 250 pressed plum kernels. And the Taylor family that owns this business here, they have the strictest standards for, you know, organic farming and sustainability. So all that goes into creating a great product like that. And here's the problem. I really, really like this. All right, let me give you a little bit of information that I learned about the Plum oil from the Prunier site. This Plum oil is rich in antioxidants, omega fatty acids, and polyphenols, all which are great for keeping our skin in great shape and helping it bounce back if we've done some damage to it. All those ingredients help protect our skin from the free radicals, which we need that protection. And it is 6 times more powerful than marula oil. You know, this stuff here that I love. Now, I'm not going to give this up, but I am going to keep using this. It's also rich in provitamin A and E, which assists with healing and hydration of your skin. Okay, now I'm going to tell you all the things that the website says that the Plum oil does. It calms irritation, seals in moisture. It's a natural sunscreen booster. Thank you. It brightens skin tone. It's great for acne-prone and sensitive skin, and it reduces hyperpigmentation. Okay, so for me, all those things tick off boxes that I'm looking for. So a couple things I noticed. I'm gonna kind of squeeze it all out of here because this is like liquid gold. It's a fortune. I don't want to waste any. It smells like a dried fruit. Like it has that kind of raisin prune scent to it. So when you first put it on, you're like, what? And then literally in 30 seconds, it's gone. Thank God. Because the smell, it's not my favorite. Now, it's a natural scent, which is fine. You know, there's nothing added to it to make this scent. So I'm fine with it. I mean, the product is what the product is. It does go a long way. I use probably a half a dropper for my face and my neck. And I love like the glow that it gives. My skin has been feeling, I don't know, I want to say like supple. You know, that very like, just like smooth, I don't know. It's just so, it's been so nice. And actually, I think this is the first time I've worn makeup since, I don't know, my last video. So a week now. And I don't know, I feel like it's kind of given my skin a little boost. Like I think my makeup went on pretty nicely. Now, I haven't been wearing it every day during the day. I have been using it every night before bed. During the day, I had put it on and my skin looked great. It was nice and glowy. It it felt hydrated and smooth and supple all day long. So I was really pleased with that. But do I need to use it twice daily? No, I don't think so. I have my other oils that I'm super happy with how I've been using them in my rotation. I think this is a nice additive, especially for at night. And I kind of feel like, you know, right now I'm kind of cooped up in the house. I'm not doing anything. Come nice weather when I get to be outside, I think this is going to be a great additive. I think I will use it in the morning because since it is a sunscreen booster, I'll put it on before I put my sunscreen on. And I think it's going to, you know, since the claims are it's going to help with free radicals, hopefully it'll help, you know, fighting off the pollution. Now, do I feel like if I run out of this or when I run out of this, I'm absolutely going to be devastated that I don't have it? I don't think so, but I guess one of the things about skincare is using something for a week will give you an idea. Does it clog my pores? Does it break me out? Am I sensitive to it? That's what you learn in the first week, and I've had none of those issues. But what you really learn is over a period of 3 months. That's when you start to see the actual changes that a new product is having on your skin. So I am going to continue to use it. However, I'm a little freaked out because if this becomes something amazing, Mama's going to have to spend more money than she expected. But who knows? Maybe it won't be that amazing and I'll just be like, oh, I'm glad I tried it, and on to the next. Now on the website, they do list other ways that you can use it. And I have tried a couple of those ways. They say you can, you know, put it on your dry hair, especially on your ends to kind of tame any, you know, frizziness or flyaways you may have, that it's very nourishing, obviously. I've actually used it on my cuticles. After I've, you know, done my face, I just kind of rub it into my cuticles because waste not, want not. You can also mix it in with your lotions and your creams to kind of amplify what they do. You can also mix it in with your foundation if you have maybe like a heavier foundation that you want to sheer out. Works great for that. And one of the sisters from the Taylor family actually puts a full dropper in her hands and massages it into her scalp an hour or two before she shampoos. And she feels that she's getting great benefits to her scalp from doing that. So as you can tell, I'm a big fan of face oils. I've never had any clogging or had, you know, issues with acne or breakouts because of using face oils. And for the most part, people really shouldn't be worried about that, especially if you have oily skin. It's okay to put oil on oily skin because what your skin is basically doing is producing more oil because it feels dry and undernourished. So if you start adding oil into your regimen, you're actually going to find that your sebum production is decreased and you're going to have more balanced skin. Now it's obvious I could go on and on about oils. I love them. I use them every day and every night. So I am a big fan. If you haven't tried any, I suggest you dip your toe in there. Maybe start with Squalane, especially because it's winter and it's a great moisturizer and hydrator. And if you're having issues with dryness, I think you're really gonna see the benefits of it pretty much immediately. Now, if you're using any oils that you swear by, I want to hear about it. Please put it in the comments below. I want to know what you're trying so I can try it. And like I mentioned earlier, I am a Notorium affiliate, so if you do click the link below to purchase any of their products, I will receive a small commission, which does support my channel, and I am super, super grateful for that. But don't feel like you have to. You can just go directly to the Notorium site yourself and make your purchases. Well, thank you so much for being here with me to enjoy my love affair with face oils. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you did like this video, please give a mama a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will see you soon. Mwah.